Hi, I'm Michael Johnston. I'm the software portfolio product manager for Fluke and the product owner for our calibration software. And I want to talk about how all the different softwares in our portfolio fit together and what they are and how they work together to fill your full calibration workflow. So there's a lot of different software that Fluke offers in our calibration space, and it can get confusing. So I want to walk through, at least at the high level, the core pieces of that and how they fit together. So the biggest name you've probably heard over the last 30 plus years is MetCal. And MetCal is a calibration automation runtime. And while it's certainly focused on electrical calibration, it was built around the idea of a Fluke calibrator calibrating a handheld multimeter. It really can and will do anything. It's just a matter of knowing how to do that. So MetCal is a really flexible tool that can be really helpful across your laboratory. And what that allows you to do is author and run calibration procedures, which include measurement uncertainty, that include the test limits, that include all the different information your technicians need in order to calibrate an instrument. There's so many benefits to doing those kinds of procedures, whether that's the consistency of knowing that all of your technicians are following the same steps and capturing that data in the same way, or whether it's the instructions that you can put in there to make sure that everyone understands what they're doing, as well as all of the built-in mathematics and all of the statistics that are being collected every time you run one of those procedures. So MetCal can be run in a couple of different ways, and that fits in with one of two other softwares that we talk about. And the first one is MetTeam. So back when MetCal started, we had another software called MetTrack, and that was what MetCal integrated with. And back in 2012, that was replaced by MetTeam. MetTeam is a web-based calibration lab management system. It is built by metrologists for metrologists and was really intended to cover your full Cal Lab workflow and also integrate really tightly with MetCal. So MetTeam allows you to track your assets, your work orders, your vendors, your outsourcing, your parts, all of the things that you keep track of in your lab inside of MetTeam. And then when you run your procedures, you can launch those directly from your work order and run those procedures in MetCal and get those results back into the database, that same MetTeam database, and have that data integrated with your certificate right there on the same page. So there's no combination of items. You're not having to juggle data from multiple systems. It's all right there integrated. Back in 2019, we launched an alternative to MetTeam to still allow people to use MetCal procedures that didn't want to use MetTeam as their system of record. So prior to that point, anyone who wanted to use MetCal had to use MetTeam, but we understand that not everyone wants to use just MetTeam as their system of record. They may have other systems that they want to use to track that information. So we launched MetConnect, and what that allows you to do is, instead of doing all of the overhead for your lab inside of MetTeam, MetConnect is an alternative backend where all you're really keeping track of is the asset ID and the work order number. And that unique combination allows us to track that same data that's coming back from MetCal in terms of procedure data results, and then integrate that with another system. So we're not tracking the procedures there, we're not looking at calibration due dates there, we're not doing any of that in MetTeam, because with MetConnect, all we're really caring about is the results data. And then we can take that, and there's a few different ways we can get that into another system. We can either do that via an API that is built onto MetConnect, and that allows us to take the raw measurement data directly from the database and integrate it through a connection, through a integration path with MetConnect. Or we can also generate a CSV data output or a PDF data sheet. And so any of those different ways to take that data, we can then run the procedure in MetCal, not worry about the overhead, let our other system handle that the way we want to handle it, but still be able to benefit from all of the same things that we get with MetCal in that other system. So as we take all of those kind of as the core part of our portfolio of calibration software, there's other offerings that are more discipline specific. On the pressure and flow side, we have Compass for pressure and Compass for flow, which are calibration and automation runtimes as well. On the temperature side, we have Temp II, and then there's a few other smatterings of products in those different spaces for different measurement disciplines. But that's kind of the core of what we offer and how they integrate together. I mentioned Compass and Temp II. Both of those can provide a data output in a DAT file that can then be integrated into a MetTeam work order as well. So even though they aren't directly integrated like MetCal is with MetTeam, you can still take that data and have all of your data stored in one place very easily. And moving forward into the future, what we seek to do with Cal Studio is very much a similar experience, but eliminate the need for all of these multiple different softwares by having one solution that covers all of your measurement disciplines in one place. And not just the measurement disciplines that Fluke builds equipment for, but all of your measurement disciplines, your physical dimensional, all of your torque wrenches, your mechanical devices, your calipers, your micrometers, all of that in the same way in the same place. So while we'll still have MetCal in that new future, and it will integrate directly with Cal Studio, the new approach to procedures and the new functionality that will exist there will allow us to do everything, not just what we've typically done.